Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence, third President of the United States, a man of vision, contradictions, and lasting influence. Today, we'll journey through his life from his birth in colonial Virginia to his final days on July 4, 1826. Early life, 1743 to 1760. Thomas Jefferson was born on April 13, 1743, in Shadwell, Virginia, to a wealthy planter family. From an early age, Jefferson was curious, fascinated by science, architecture, and philosophy. He attended the College of William and Mary, where he studied law under George Wythe, one of the greatest legal minds of the era. By his mid-20s, Jefferson was a skilled lawyer, fluent in multiple languages, and deeply committed to Enlightenment ideals. The Road to Revolution, 1760 to 1776. As tensions with Britain grew, Jefferson emerged as a leading voice for colonial rights. In 1775, he joined the Second Continental Congress, and in June of 1776, at just 33 years old, he was chosen to draft a revolutionary document, the Declaration of Independence, with pen in hand. Jefferson wrote words that would echo through history. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. On July 4, 1776, his masterpiece became the nation's birth certificate. Governor of Virginia and Revolutionary Challengers 1779-1781. Jefferson became governor of Virginia during the Revolution, facing British invasions and internal challenges. While his leadership was tested, his commitment to Republican ideals never wavered. Diplomat in France 1785 to 1789. After the war, Jefferson served as U.S. Minister to France, replacing Benjamin Franklin. He witnessed the early stirrings of the French Revolution and built alliances that strengthened America's position on the world stage. Secretary of State and political rivalries, 1792-1793. Under President George Washington, Jefferson became the first Secretary of State, clashing fiercely with Alexander Hamilton over the role of government. Jefferson championed states' rights and a limited federal government ideas that shaped the Democratic Republican Party. Presidency 1801 to 1809. In 1801, Jefferson became the third President of the United States. In what he called the Revolution of 1800, a peaceful transfer of power between rival political parties. His presidency saw monumental achievements. The Louisiana Purchase, 1803, doubling the size of the United States. The Lewis and Clark Expedition, mapping the West and paving the way for expansion, reducing the national debt and cutting unnecessary government spending. But it wasn't without controversy. His Embargo Act of 1807, meant to protect U.S. interests, hurt American trade and was widely unpopular. Retirement and Monticello, 1809 to 1826. After leaving the presidency, Jefferson retired to Monticello, his Virginia estate. He focused on education, founding the University of Virginia, which embodied his belief in knowledge as the foundation of a free society. Final days and legacy. On July 4, 1826, exactly 50 years after the Declaration of Independence, Jefferson died at the age of 83. In a twist of fate, so did his friend and rival, John Adams, just hours later. Jefferson's legacy is vast, a champion of liberty, a brilliant thinker, yet a man whose life also reflected the contradictions of his heir-owning enslaved people while advocating freedom for all. Thomas Jefferson's words still inspire, his vision still shapes America, and his complex story reminds us that history's greatest figures are also deeply human.